Hello guys, welcome to my this video, and in this video I will show you how you can add banner slider in your project. So guys, here you can see the banner, and here is the two buttons for sliding, and here you can see if I click this next button, so it's sliding, and also if I click the previous button, so the banner is sliding. So I will show you that, and the previous tutorial I had shown you that is how you can add the testimonial slider like this, and I can slide like by this dot also, and there is the card card images, and if I hover on that, so here I had added the hover effect, and I can choose the product like this way you can see, and this is the slider also, and this way also, and this is a footer. So actually I'm making a landing page. So guys, if you want to add the landing page like this, so you can watch my previous tutorial also. I'll provide the playlist link in my description. And just if you want to know how to add banner slider only, so you can watch this tutorial only. Okay, so guys, now I will start my video, and first of all I will open my Visual Studio Code edit. So guys, here you can see I have opened index.html file and style.css. so here you can see I have already written some code, and you may getting confused here. So I will give you the brief idea of this code. So this is link for Bootstrap, and this is the font assembly, and this is owl carousel and custom css like this css page link I have added here, and the html code I have added, and the script link, and this two script link and some script code. Okay, so here this html code is, and the css code is for making this design that I had shown in my previous tutorial. And guys, here first of all I will show that is the script code is for the owl carousel. Okay, so here you can see if I minimize this script code, so here is the three script code for owl carousel, because I already have added three owl carousel. So this is for slider, and here also this one and this partner. So now above all the design, just I will add the banner slider also. So first of all I will show you how you can add owl carousel in your project, and after that you can add banner design as per your choice, but the main thing you have to be add owl carousel in your project. So guys, it's a very simple. Like here you can see this CDN link for owl carousel. Here you can see this one is the CDN CSS link for owl carousel. So this link I will provide in my description. Okay, just this link. After that you have to be just put in your head tag, inside this head tag this link, and just same way you have to be write like relation style sheet, and after that href, and inside this href just you have to put this link, okay, in your head tag. So this link you have to be put, and after that just you have to become end of the body tag. Here you can see end of the body tag. So guys, now don't focus on this script, okay, because this script I have added for this making this design. So don't focus on this script. So just be end of this body tag, and above end of this body tag you have to be add this jQuery link, okay, and that I also provide, and you have to be copy from my description, and just you have to paste in your project. And this is also the owl carousel JS link, so I will provide this link also, and you have to be put in your project. Okay, but you have to maintain the sequence. I mean, first of all you have to be write the jQuery link like this one, and after that you have to be write this owl carousel JS link. Just you have to be maintain the sequence. Okay, and the same thing CSS, at the time to write the CSS link, just owl carousel link will be above of your custom CSS link. I mean, if like here I have a external CSS page, so that link I have added the last one, because this is the external CSS. Whatever CSS code I will write, that will be the final. So that's why the final thing, that's why I have written the last. I mean, I have added this external CSS link in the last, and above this external CSS link just I have added the owl carousel link. So same thing you have to be add. Suppose you are already created an external CSS page, so that you have to be write last, and above that you have to be write your owl carousel link, and the link I will provide in my description. So I hope here HTML and CSS is link is link is completed, CSS and JS link. So now after that you here I have already added some owl carousel like here and here also. So I will do one thing, just I will copy one owl carousel. So I will open this code, and here is the very simple. So I will copy from here to here, and that I will provide in description also. Like this is the HTML code, so I will write the heading HTML, and then I will provide this code. But guys, when I will provide this code, this HTML code, so there I will not this angle braces, okay, in my description, because angle braces is not allowed in description. Okay, so without angle braces, this angle braces I will provide the HTML code also. And now here I will write the div tag, because this is the end of this div tag I have to be write, and also this end of this owl carousel div I have to be write this one like this. So now your owl carousel is done. Okay, so id is always unique. So here I am making the banner slider, so I will write banner slider. And after doing this HTML code, just here I will come below of this script tag. So guys, what step I'm showing, that step you just follow and go, and the same time just follow my description. All the link I will provide from there. Copy the link and just you put in your project. So you will find the owl carousel will be implemented in your project. So just after coming the script tag, here we are to write a script for owl carousel. So I have already written some 3 script tag for this 3 owl carousel which I made previously. So from here just one script I will copy. So just this one I will copy, and after that I will modify for my banner. So I will copy and paste. So here this script also I will provide in my description. Okay, so after modifying this script I will provide my description, but here I will not provide this icon only. So icon how will get, that I will show. So icon, first of all, this is the icon is for, like here if I show, so here you can see the button, and every button has the icon. This is the arrow icon. So this arrow icon we pass here actually. So for the banner slider I will not add like this icon, I will add the different icons. So here I will go to the Foundation icons page. I mean this is the official site of Foundation. So for adding the icon in your owl carousel, just you have to be add Foundation before. So I already have added the Foundation. So if you watch my previous tutorial and if you don't know how to use Foundation, you can write in the comment. Okay, I will provide the link of Foundation also in your comment section, and you will just put the link in your head tag. Okay, so just here I will write add. So if I type the arrow, so here you can see the arrow right and the arrow left. So I will just click this one, and just from here just I will copy this class name, because this FA I had already written here. You can see here this FA, just class name, this class name I will paste here, this one, and also just I will paste, and instead of left this one I will write right. So this is done. And now here you can see this is the ID. Okay, so this ID I will not write the same of that one, because this testimonial slider is for this one. So this one, so this is every time ID is the unique. So I'm making the banner slider, so I will write here banner slider, and this ID I have to pass where I have written the HTML code of banner slider. So here you can see that this one, okay, this banner slider ID. So now this code, I mean this script code will be work for this banner, because this ID I have written here. Okay, and guys, now I will just give you the brief idea of some properties. So first of all, just here for showing purpose owl carousel is working or not, so just here I will copy some item like this and this, and just here I will change it's a 2 and it's a 3. So save, and now if I refresh, so you can see here owl carousel is added here. Like if you can see my just mouse, look at my mouse cursor, so here you can see that I can slide the carousel. You can see it's a 3, and after that 2 you can see here I can slide, and here is the button, icon button also. Okay, and guys, here you can see first preview when I reload my page. So first of all I'm getting one item, one slide, just here you can see this one. Okay, so why that? Because guys, if I come to the script code, here you can see I have written when my screen size it's 1000 pixel or more than 1000 pixels. So first preview I will get one item out of 3 item, because here I have added 3 item of owl carousel. But here I have written that is when screen size will be 1000 pixels, so that time I will get item 1. But if I write item 2, so I will get 2 item out of 3. You can see this is 1. Here you can see, just look at my mouse cursor, here you can see this is 1, and in the middle you can see 2 item, because here I mentioned when my screen size will be 1000 pixel, so that time I will get 2 item. So this one is the clear, and this is for responsiveness. So when the our screen size will be 600, so that time I will get 1 item. Like this is for responsive. So this is a banner slider, so here it will be a 1 item. So I will write here 1 item for all the size 0, 600, 1000. And guys, some other property like loop is true. That means when it's a 3 item, if I show here, I have added now 3 item here, you can see. So guys, when our slider is completed 3 item, like here if I show, so first of all it's showing the 1 and 2. So if I refresh, so just I forgot to save because I have written here 1, so I forgot to save. So if I save and then just refresh here, so you can see now you can here it's showing 1 item. So now when I will slide it, you can see now it's a item is 2, and then if I slide again, so now the item is 3. So that means here the item is completed. So now again if I try to slide, you can see here now it's coming 1. That means it's a looping. After ending all the slider, then it's coming 1, and again 2, again 3, like it's a looping. But if I make it false, loop is false, so that means when the slider will be end, so that time I cannot slide. Like now if I click this button, so you can see 2, if I click again it's a 3, and if I click again now, so the next button is not working because 3 slider is completed. So if I click the previous one, so you can see I can slide, but when it's a 1, so previous no slider up before 1 item, so a previous button is now not working. So that is the loop. Okay, so here I will write loop true, but if you want you can write loop false. And the margin 30, margin means, you know guys, I hope margin is the spacing outside of the element. Like here you can see this is the also a slider, and there is the 3 slider item, and every slider item here is the space between each other, you can see here. So this is actually margin. So banner slider, this is the 1 item, so that time we don't need to write the margin. Also nab true, nab means this one, actually the button. So if when I write the icon also, so that time we have to write the nab true. If we write the nab false, so if I write icon, so it will not be work, because this is the nab text for adding icon, but for making it true we have to write this nab true. Okay, and the dot is, we know guys, I had shown you the testimonial slider, this is the dot. If you want to show, so you can write dot true, otherwise you can write false. In the banner slider, now here I will write false. This one is done. And autoplay true, I mean suppose if I don't click the button, and if I slide by the mouse, if I just keep it leave it, it will be automatically slide. That is autoplay true. Okay, this one. And autoplay mouse hover true, that means when it will be slide automatically, and if you want to stop the slider on hover, like if I hover on that, so the automatic slider will be stopped. So that is auto play hover pause I mean true. So this one is the done. And now guys, here I think it's a clear everything, and just here I will add some images. Okay, so first of all, now here I already stored some images in banner. So image source dot slash images and banner folder, and then banner 1, and here is the alter tag. Here I will write banner. So guys, if you don't know the alter tag means if your image path is missing, I mean this path is missing, or the path is wrong. I mean suppose instead of banner 1, if you write is banner 14, I mean this name, this banner 14 name, I don't have any image, so that means here is the blank image, it will be so that time alter tag will help. If the image path is missing or image is blank, so that time you will get the content whatever you will pass in this alter tag. So that is alter tag, and it used for SEO purpose. And now I will paste this one, and just I will change the image name banner 2, because banner 1, banner 2 and banner 3 name I have stored some images, and this is also banner 3. Okay, and this slider, before just here I will write a section. So section class I will write banner, and now inside this section I will just cut this owl carousel, and just I will paste here. You can see like this. So now if I save, and here if I refresh, so you can see slider is done. Okay, you can see I can slide, but the button design is not done yet. So now I will add the button design. So here is the different thing, like when I will add the button design. So I mean when I was showing the preview, you can see the button was showing half round. Okay, so that is little bit of css I have to be add for that. So you can watch this one, how can that type of button I can design. So for that guys, first of all, here I will copy this parent class, that is banner. Okay, and above all the css, so container is the common thing. So every section, here is the every section for test design testimonial, you can see I have added this container, and for every section I have added containers, and this css actually help for making space in left and right. So guys, this containers is the common thing for adding space left and right. So and the body also common thing, and this is the font awesome link. Okay, so these are the common thing. I mean, sorry, this one is the Google font link. So these are the common thing. So apart from this three css, just here I will write our banner slider css, because this banner slider is above all the code, all the html design. So that's why I will write the css also above all the css. Okay, so here now I will add the design for this button. So if I inspect, so I have to be take the class name of this button. So here when I inspect on it, so now here you can see there is the two one, that is owl preview for preview button and owl next for the next button. When I'm hover on that, you can see here it will be marked in sky color. You can see if I hover the preview button, so preview button is marked, and if I hover this next button, so here you can see the next button is marked. I mean that means this slide, this button is for here. Okay, and every button is the icon fa arrow left, which I passed in our script, I mean in html file. Just here you can see this icon I passed, so that is showing here. You can see this one. So now guys, I will add the design for this preview and next button. So first of all, I will copy this preview. So here I will come to the css, and here I will paste, and here I will write the comma, and the same thing I will paste. I mean I will copy here and paste here, and instead of owl preview, now here is the another button, that is owl next. So I will copy this button and here I will paste. So some css property will be same for owl preview and same for owl next. So why I will write the separately, just here I have written it into one line, and here I will write the css property which is same for owl preview and owl next button. So first one is the position is absolute, that is fixed. Okay, and now when I will write the position is, that means I'm making this div floated. So where it will be float, so before that this banner here I will paste here. So banner will be position relative. So where the button will be floated on this banner, so which is below div, that is banner, because you can see here in the html, if I show, so banner is the parent div, that means this is the below, and after that this is the child div, owl carousel, and in this div actually I'm getting the button. So button is child of this banner div. So banner is below, so that is position relative, and I'm making this button floated, that means it's a child, it's a position absolute. So when we make it any div floated, so that time we have to set the position from where the div will be floated. So here I will write top is 50%, and the text transform is sorry, here it will be right transform and translate, that will be minus 50% comma minus 50%. That means from top and bottom it will be minus 50%, and left and right it will be minus 50%. So it's this css property actually done, that is for making strong top, left, right, bottom css property. That's why we write, for making strong we write this css property. So this one is the done. And now guys, for showing purpose, how you can make the half button. So for that, just here I will write like a background color. So background color will be this gray color, this color code I will write for background. Okay, and now guys, here this if I show the first of all and close this one, so this preview button will be here left, and this just look at my mouse cursor, and this right button will be just right of this slider. So for that, here the left and right property will be different. So I will copy this one and just I will paste preview, and I will copy this thing next, just here I will paste here, and now here I will write the left property. So it will be left 0 and it will be left right, sorry, right 0, this one. So now first of all I will save this thing, and if I refresh, so you can see it's coming here and it's coming here. So button size I have to be increase. So here I will write the button size, that is height. So height, GHT height will be 110 pixel, and the width, so width is also 110 pixels. So now if I save and refresh here, so you can see the button height is increased. Okay, so first of all I will add the design for this right button, then it will be easy to understand. So this is the button, and now actually this button is square, but when I was showing the preview, so button was like round and it was showing half. So how I can do that? So I can do that like this button has a, I will write before tag. So just here I will copy this one, and just here I will paste, and here I will write before. So before tag, sorry, first of all I will write the next button. So first of all I will write the design for next button before tag, and when we write before and after tag, so we must write content instead of content. The before and after tag will not be work. So here content is blank, and now position, and this is the must position, I will write absolute. So guys, here I had shown that is when we write position, so that time we have to set the top, left, right property. So here I will write that is right will be first of all 0, and top will be also 0. Okay, and here I will write the height of this deep property, that is 100 pixel, and width of this before, that is 100 pixel. And now here I will add the background color. So background color, first of all I will add this orange color for showing purpose, because this is the this one is the grayish color, and if I write the orange, so it will be so visible. You can see here like this. So now this before I will make it round. Okay, so this before I will make it round. So border radius, when height and width is same, so that time if we write border radius 50%, so the deep will be round. You can see like this. So that deep I have to make it half of here. So this before deep right position I have to be right minus. So this owl next button, you can see here, if I open, so here is the before tag. So this before tag right here I have to be right like this. Okay, so now here you can see the button is overflowing, the half portion of this button is overflowing of this sky color deep. So first of all I will write here right 40 minus 40 pixel. So this one before I will change, sorry, here I will write right minus 40 pixel. So this one I will change now. And the button, so this one is the parent. So button here is the CSS. So if I write overflow is hidden, so that means how much half portion of this button was overflowing from the parent div of this button. So that's now height, because I had written overflow hidden. So for that guys, just here owl preview and owl next, that will be the same. So here I will write overflow is hidden. This one is the done. And now here if I save and if I refresh, so you will find like button this way. So I have to do one thing, this one, this owl next button, the right position I have to be set just end of our screen. So here right will be like here, you can see like this, you can see here. So right is minus 55 pixel for owl next button. So this is the owl next button. So here I will write 55 pixel, and if I refresh, so you can see it's showing like this, but the icon is here. So I will do one thing now, just I will copy this owl next, paste, and the icon. So the icon here I will write it position also absolute, and top 50%, left 50%, and translate, that is minus 50% and minus 50%. And the icon color for each button, icon color will be same, so that I will define here. So color will be this white color. I means whatever color if I pass it, that means whatever the content of this owl preview and owl next button, so that color will be white. And the what content is here. What content is here inside this owl next and owl preview button? That is our icon. So the icon color will be white now. So if I save and if I refresh here, so here you can see the icon is here and the color is white. Okay, so now I will increase the icon size. So I will write font size 20 pixel. So now again I will refresh. So the icon is size is increased, but it's not middle still. So the icon here, the left, I will do like you can see. So it's now perfect. So 80%, icon left will be 80%. I mean this one left will be 80%. And now I will do one thing. Just this background color, this button background color, actually I will write gray. For showing purpose I was doing that, but this button background color actually I will write gray, and the before I will be gray and the button color will be transparent. I mean not, I will not add any color. So the I will cut the color from here. You can see this button cut. I will cut the color from here, and just before color instead of this one I will write this. So now save. So you can see the button is showing now half, and here when I will hover on this button, so that time I will add some transition effect. So transition, that is 0.3s all and is this one, and I will add the hover effect. For all the button will be same, so I will copy this one and just end up here. I will paste this one, and when I will hover on this button, so that time the before color, actually this the color I have added on this before tag, so the before color will be changed instead of gray color. So here I will write the before tag, and the same thing for owl next. When I will hover on this owl next, so the before tag color will be changed, and the color will be background color will be this orange color. So now if I refresh, if I hover, so you can see that it's like this, and I can slide. So the next button is actually done. So I will add the design for our previous button. So guys, the previous button here, this some CSS property will be same for previous button. So I will paste here and just I will add the comma, and this one I will write preview. So the CSS property, content, position, everything will be same, just write this position will be different. So I will do one thing now. For separately I will write this CSS property, this CSS property only. So here I will paste the before, and this one I will paste here like this, preview and next. So the next write property we know minus 40 pixels, so that I will cut from common CSS, just I will write. And the before CSS property, first of all I will write is left 0, and after that I will check it's coming or not properly. So you can see it's coming here. So just here I will write not left 0, I will write this one like this, left 6 pixel. So for this one left is 6 pixel. So this is done, and the same the so first of all I will save, and if I refresh, so you can see here like this, it's like this, but the icon is not showing. So icon, for the icon I didn't write the class CSS for this preview button, so I will copy this one. So here also some CSS property will be same, so I will just paste here comma, and instead of next here I will write preview button. So just position, transform, both will be the same, but just write property will be different. So here I will do one thing, same way this property I will write separately. So I will copy this one and just here copy and paste. So the left for next button we know it will be this one, but for the preview button we don't know. So guys, now first of all I will write the left is 64%. So and now I will check it's coming perfect position or not, then I will change. So refresh. So so here you can see it's in the perfect position, so I don't need to change the position again. So now this button is done, and I can slide this banner. So banner slider is done. Okay, and after that I will show how you can add the best selling product here. So in the next video, so this banner is done, and I hope guys you have enjoyed this video. And if you find this video is helpful to you, so guys please like this video and also subscribe my channel and press the notification bell icon to get more update.